the expression x squared minus 8x plus 21 can be written in this format here. Remember, this format is basically completing the square. So this question is asked us to completing the square. So remember, completing the square, so we always have x, remember how plus a letter, and this has to be squared, and then we got to add up q. So remember, this is what we've been showing in class. So this looks exactly the same as this. So we need to have a squared and plus a number at the end. So there's two methods to do this. So remember, the first method we could do is that we do x, then we have the b term, which is minus 4 squared. So remember how we did this. So x minus 4 squared is the same as x minus 4, x minus 4. So this is the same as x minus 8x squared minus 8x plus 16. But we only want x squared minus 8x. So we want to get rid of the plus 16. So we need to minus 16, then plus 21. Then this is equals to x minus 4 squared plus 5. So method 2 we could use is the formula. So we have x minus half of b squared plus b half of b squared. Minus b half of b squared, then plus c. So remember, this is our x squared, ax squared plus bx plus c. So b is equals to minus 8. So we have, and c is equals to 21. So we have x plus half of b is minus 4 squared minus half of b is minus 4 squared plus c is 21. So we have x minus 4 squared. Remember, minus 4 squared is 16. So minus 16 plus 21. This gives us x minus 4 squared plus 5. So we get the same answer. So we have the value of a is going to be 4, and the value of b is 5. The minimum point of the curve is M. So the minimum point is this point here. This is the lowest point. So write down the coordinates of M. So by completing the square, it tells us the minimum point of x minus 4 squared plus 5. So this is y equals x minus 4 squared plus 5. So we want to find out what's the minimum value the y could be. So the minimum value, remember this part, it's squared. And remember, if x is a negative number, let's say this part here, if is equals to minus 1 squared, it's 1, and minus 2 squared is equals to 4. So 0 is equals to 0. 0 squared is equals to 0. 1 squared is equals to 1. 2 squared is equals to 4. So remember, the minimum point is trying to find the smallest y value. But if we have the squared term here, so that means if anything in here is negative or positive, it's always going to make y greater. Therefore, we need to make this part 0 to give us the minimum value. So the smallest possible value so remember, coordinate is written in x, y. Therefore, the minimum value at y must be 5, because if x minus 4 equals to 0 squared, so we have y equals 0 squared plus 5, so y must equals to 5. Now we want to make our brackets equals, so now we want to make this part equals to 0. So how do we make that equals to 0? So we have x minus 4 equals to 0, so x must equals to 4. So our coordinate is x is 4 and y is 5. So that is our minimum value. Question 4. Solve the simultaneous equation. So remember, for simultaneous equation, we want to get rid of one variable from the equation. But we can't do this straight away because we don't have the exact same number of x or y in the equation, so we need to multiply the equation first. So let's try to get rid of the variable x. So I have 4 lots of x here, so I want to make the second equation also 4 lots of x, so I'm going to multiply the second equation by 4. So x times by 4, I have 4x, minus 3y times by 4, I have minus 12y. Then 16 times 4 is equals to 64. Then I'm just going to copy, then equation 1 is 4x plus y equals 25. So we just copy that straight down. So remember, we have a rule. So remember, when it's both positive, same sign, same sign, we do what? Subtract. And different sign, we add. So we have plus x and plus x, so it's the same sign, so we got to subtract the equation. So 4x subtract 4x is nothing. Y minus 12y, it becomes 13y. And 25 minus 64 is minus 39. Therefore, y is equals to minus 3. Now we need to find the value of our x. So I'm just going to pick equation 1 to substitute the value. So I have 4x minus 3 equals 25. So 4x is equals to 25 add 3. So 4x equals to 28. Therefore, x equals to 7. And y is equals to minus 3. So because we know y is equals to minus 3, so we're replacing this y value with minus 3. So question 5, we got to solve this equation, and we have a quadratic and a linear. So remember, step 1 we have to do, we have to substitute our linear equation into the quadratic. So we know x is equals to 2y plus 6. So x is now it's 2y plus 6 squared plus y squared equals 36. Now we know this 2y plus 6 squared is the same as 2y plus 6, 2y plus 6 plus y squared equals 36. Now we can expand our bracket. So 2y multiplied by 2y is 4y squared. 2y multiplied by 6 is plus 12y. 6 multiplied by 2y is plus 12y. 6 multiplied by 6 is plus 36, plus y squared equals 36. Now we're going to simplify the equation. So y squared terms, I have 5y squared. Y terms, I have plus 24y, then plus 36 equals 36. Now remember, to solve quadratic equations, I also want to make it into this format: ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. But we have, our equation does not equal to 0, so we need to rearrange. So we get 5y squared plus 24y plus 36 minus 36 equals to 0. Simplify this becomes y squared, 5y squared plus 24y equals to 0. So remember to take the highest common factor out. I have the numbers you can't take, so I can only take the letter y out. This becomes 5y plus 24 equals to 0. So this means y is equals to 0, or 5y plus 24 equals to 0. So I have 5y equals to minus 24, 5y equals minus 24 divided by 5 equals to minus 4.8. Remember, we must also have a corresponding x value for each of them. To make it easier, we always substitute into our linear equation. So we know when y equals 0, so we have x equals 2y plus 6. So when y is 0, I have x equals to 6. And similar here, x is equals to 2y plus 6. And in this case, we have y is minus 4.8. So x equals 2 multiplied by minus 4.8 plus 6. So x is equals to minus 3.6. So our solutions are when y equals to 0, x equals to 6, or y equals to minus 4.8, x equals to minus 3.